What makes a proven veteran choose a team that came within 2 outs of a World Series championship? When Tyler Rogers signed with the Toronto Blue Jays this week, his answer revealed something powerful. This organization isn't dwelling on Game 7 heartbreak, they're engineering the final championship pieces. Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome to Jays Quick News, your go-to spot for the latest Toronto Blue Jays updates. Today, we're breaking down Tyler Rogers' first press conference as a Blue Jay, and what he said exposes the strategic brilliance behind this signing. This isn't just about adding a reliever. This is championship architecture at work. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's get into it. Why is Rogers calling this the smartest decision he could make? The Toronto Blue Jays executed a masterclass in free agency this week by signing Submarine specialist Tyler Rogers to a 3-year, $37 million contract. Rogers led all of Major League Baseball with 81 appearances in 2025, while posting an elite 1.80 ERA. At 35 years old, Rogers brings proven championship-level reliability and veteran experience. During Wednesday's Zoom conference, Rogers revealed why the Blue Jays front office operates like strategic masterminds. Toronto was the very first team to reach out when free agency opened. The American League champions, fresh off pushing the defending Dodgers to 7 games, identified Rogers as their priority before anyone else. That's calculated roster construction. When Rogers spoke to players around the league about the Blue Jays, he kept hearing one phrase: "You're not going to like it there, you're going to love it." That's players telling players truth about organizational culture. Rogers emphasized how everyone talked about how the Blue Jays support players and families. The Blue Jays have a great reputation in the industry. Rogers said when the American League champions called, "You perk up and get excited." This veteran has pitched in every high-leverage situation, and he's energized by what Toronto represents. That tells you where this franchise stands today. Here's what baseball is missing. Rogers isn't just depth. He's the strategic answer to Toronto's only World Series weakness. Rogers appeared in 81 games last season, the most in baseball. That's a weapon you deploy in any situation, any day, without hesitation. The real genius is how Rogers fits Toronto's championship architecture. Jeff Hoffman returns as closer after that tough Game 7, but here's the 4-dimensional chess move. Rogers gives manager John Schneider the flexibility to protect Hoffman from overuse. Hoffman struggled when pitching consecutive days. Rogers thrives on consecutive appearances, problem solved. Add Yimi García returning healthy from elbow surgery, and the Blue Jays have 3 distinct weapons. Hoffman brings high-velocity power. Rogers brings submarine illusions hitters can't solve. García brings the strikeout slider. In a division where Yankees, Orioles, and Red Sox are loading up, Toronto built the most versatile late-game bullpen in the East. Here's the overlooked insight. Rogers' comments about reputation aren't feel-good quotes. They're recruiting ammunition. When the Blue Jays pursue the next big free agent, they point to veterans like Rogers choosing Toronto for culture and championship potential. That organizational equity compounds. That's dynasty building. Rogers brings championship-caliber wisdom about finishing. Recent title teams like the 2020 Dodgers had multiple elite relievers deployable in any order. The Blue Jays, after experiencing 7 World Series games, understand how crucial every bullpen arm becomes when margins shrink. What makes Rogers unique is his submarine delivery creates matchup advantages traditional relievers can't. Rogers throws from below his knee at an angle, creating optical illusions for batters. Last season, balls hit against Rogers had the slowest exit velocity in baseball at 84.2 miles per hour. Hitters physically couldn't square him up. That's not luck over 81 games. That's mastery. This is a proven elite reliever in his prime who chose Toronto because he evaluated the championship window and saw opportunity. When established veterans actively choose your organization, that signals franchise trajectory. Looking ahead to 2026, Rogers represents sustained excellence. His submarine delivery creates less arm stress than traditional mechanics, meaning durability extends deeper into careers. The Blue Jays locked up 3 years of reliability at a position where consistency is impossibly rare. That's strategic resource allocation at the highest level. Rogers' signing impacts more than just bullpen performance. His comments about organizational reputation and family support send ripples through the free agent market. When veterans publicly praise how Toronto treats people, other players listen. The Blue Jays' reputation becomes a competitive weapon in negotiations. Expect the next wave to list Toronto as preferred because of these testimonials from respected players. Tactical flexibility cannot be overstated. Submarine pitchers dominate right-handed power hitters, exactly the profile of dangerous bats throughout the American League East. Rogers deploys strategically in late-inning moments against Aaron Judge, Rafael Devers, Anthony Santander. That gives manager Schneider matchup advantages in tight playoff games where single at-bats determine series outcomes. Rogers mentioned excitement about joining the American League champions, and here's the truth. This team isn't satisfied with reaching the World Series. The hunger after coming 2 outs short intensifies the championship drive. Adding veterans who share that competitive obsession accelerates the window. The Jays aren't rebuilding after disappointment. They're reloading with laser focus on finishing what they started. Tyler Rogers didn't choose the Blue Jays despite Game 7. He chose them because of it. He saw a team 2 outs from championship and recognized organizational commitment to getting back. When a player calls your organization's reputation elite across baseball, that's currency you can't buy. That's earned through years of doing things right. What do you think about this strategic brilliance? Does Rogers give the Blue Jays the final piece? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and subscribe to Jays Quick News. We'll see you in the next one, Jays Nation.